Good day, sir. My name is Lian May Bascan, and I am here today to tackle about Lesson 1 Target Market Profiling. Introduction to Customer Profiling. Customer profiling is a process of gathering detailed and important information about customers. It contains complete factual information relating to demographics, geographics, buying behavior, and all other related details. This technique is likewise performed in creating the buying profiles of all existing customers, which will be used in targeting new prospects with matching profiles. Critical information in target market profiling. The first step in profiling the target market is to identify precisely who these potential customers are, who among these customers spend the most bucks with any of the business products, who spend most on the other competitors. The main thrust of creating target market profiles is to aim the marketing efforts of the business toward the right group of people who are most likely to stay loyal to its product and services. Here are the following types of information that must be taken into account in providing the target market. First one, we have the demographic information. This information includes certain variables such as age, gender, race, and the civil status of a customer. This is the part of a customer's profile that helps the business in anticipating the behavior of a customer. If key demographics data were gathered, then it will be easier for business to determine the right customers group that they should serve. So demographics information is describe who your target customers are in terms of categories like their age, gender, employment, status, life stage, family structure, and religion and income. Second, we have the geographic information. The target market's geographic information basically dwells on their location so that products and services can be better served in a particular area. Geographical information is usually based on the country, city, or area where a customer resides. For a more detailed description, cultural preferences are sometimes included that consist of the target market's beliefs, customs, traditions, and other social behaviors. These pieces of information are deemed necessary because different locations exhibit distinctive traits or characteristics. So, geographics describe the physical location of your target customers. For example, like whether they live in a rural, suburban, or urban environment, which area of the country they live in, their local language and time zone, and also consider whether your target market uses your product or service in the same place they purchase it. Ask yourself if they are likely to travel with it or send it to someone else. Third one, we have the socioeconomic information. This type of information pertains to the aspects of the income, education, occupation, and household description of the target market. This determinant in target market profiling includes the following: income or salary. These elements refers to any source of income flow. In creating a target market profile, it is recommended to consider the average earnings of the customers. Assessing the financial capabilities of the customers will help the business in determining whether a customer can afford to purchase its products or not. So, income income should be asked for the individual survey respondent and for the respondent's family, as well as household incomes. The collection of income should include the measure of total income earned or unearned from specific sources. Second, we have the education background. Be able to assess the educational background of the customer because it might give hints or hidden clues as to how a product should be offered to him or her. So, education should be measured in single years, complemented up to 5 or more years of college, and should also include the collection of information on whether the individual obtained a high school diploma or equivalent surveys. Service Surveys should also collect information on degree entertainment. Next, we have the occupation or profession. Are the target market employees? Do they have their own business? So, occupation should be measured in a minimum by a set of two standardized questions. One question to collect occupation and one question to collect industry. Additional information about work, tasks, and employer should be also be considered. Last one, we have the psychographic information. Other essential pieces of information that must be profiled are the hobbies, interests and lifestyle of the target market. The psychographic information of customers pertains to their behavior, characteristics, and anything that triggers their emotion. These pieces of information are considered valuable because it helps the business in identifying the interests, preferences, and even the dislike of their intended audience. Through this information, it will be easier for any business to market their products and services that resonate with the interests of their target market. So psychographics describe the intrinsic personal qualities of people in your target market. These include things like their hobbies and leisure activities, entertainment interests, and preferred sources of information. And I have a two example of psychographic information. First one, what kind of activities do they do with their friends? Second, how do they search for shows to watch and streaming? Next, we have the steps in creating a target market profile. First one, we have to identify the scope of messaging. The first step that must be taken is to determine what the business needs to communicate or transmit to the intended audience. Is the business trying to introduce a new product or service to the market? Is the business trying to reach out to potential customers? Prior to creating the profiles of the target market, it is significant to know first the reason why the business is reaching out to them. So the scope of message refers to the specific objectives and goals a business aims to achieve through its communication efforts. Before creating target market profiles, the first step is to determining the purpose of communication. Second, we have the research on the target market. After determining the scope of the message, it is now time to dig some information about the target market. Researching on the market will help the business in identifying the four critical information needed in target marketing. So, ang research on the target market, no, kay after ni mag-determine sa the scope of the message, kay kailangan na ni mag-dig og information about sa target market. Kay researching about the target market, no, kay nagahelp siya sa business mag-identify about atong four critical information which is katong demographics, geographics, socioeconomic ug psychographic kay needed jud tong upat sa target market profiling. So third one, we have the build a realistic persona. Always remember that it is important to attend to the actual demands and needs of the customers. These steps involve the identification of individuals that the business would like to reach. Try to create an illustration or sketch of a persona that belongs to the intended audience. The main objective of this step is to create a realistic person with whom the business can start establishing a relationship with. So, by building a realistic persona, dapat mag-gain kag deeper understanding sa imong customers' needs, motivation, and preferences. This enables you to create targeted marketing campaigns, develop relevant content, and build stronger connection with your target audience. Last one, we have the incorporate important characteristics. It is to identify the traits and characteristics of the target market. As a business engaged in creating marketing strategies, it must be able to determine the key factors that trigger the customer in purchasing a product or service, the reason why they are discouraged from purchasing, and the product values they are looking for. The goal of this step is to come up with a thorough and descriptive profile while limiting the details to the essentials one. So, identifying the key characteristics of a target market involves analyzing various factors to create a detailed profile. These factors include demographics, geography, psychographics, behavioral factors, needs and motivations, technological proficiency, cultural influences, communication preferences, competitor analysis, and feedback reviews. This throughout analysis helps in tailoring effective marketing strategies that align with preferences and needs of the target audience. And that's all, sir. Thank you.